Believe it or not, finding your first rental property or your first investment property is a big problem for a lot of new investors. It's very common. Most investors are only looking on the MLS for deals. If you're really going to find good deals, you got to find off-market deals. That means that you either have to be able to drive down neighborhoods to identify properties that are distressed and then reach out to the homeowners, make them offers and see if they accept it, or you gotta get a network of people who are already doing that. Now this could be wholesalers, it could be other fix and flippers. Believe it or not, a lot of fix and flippers, if they get a property on the contract and for some reason they don't close on it, they may sell the contract or their equitable interest, their right to purchase that property, to someone else. You can then buy a property for cheap from somebody who doesn't want to finish the rehab. You can also find properties that someone has started the rehab, but maybe they ran out of money. Those are really good properties to find. But the best way to find properties is going to be joining a network of individuals. You could do a virtual network where you meet on Facebook, Zoom, all these different things. Bunny and I run several different networking groups. You can also do in-person meetups in your local area. Here in our local area, we have several in-person meetups throughout the month, and you can find great deals that way as well. I would suggest that anyone who's looking to get started in real estate investing, but maybe you can't find a property, find a group of investors that you can invest with. Vonnie and I, like I said, we're part of this one network where investors get to pool their money together to either purchase an investment property or to invest in properties for a return, which is known as PML or private money lending. And it's a good way to get your money up and to get your money working in real estate until you get a property. Platforms can often have properties on there that are already structured, deals are already together, someone already got a repair list, maybe even already have a contractor, and those are good ways to get in too. If the problem is finding your first property, then it's probably because you got to get a better network of people around you who can help you to identify and find properties. Now, I'm not saying that you can't do this with a realtor. Realtors are great sometimes, but if they're not a realtor who is familiar with investing, they're not going to be able to help you find an investment property. They can find you a first-time home buyer type property. They can find you a permanent home, but to be honest with you, most properties that are on the MLS are going to be overpriced. And if they're not overpriced, if they are on the MLS for a great deal, they're not going to last long. So as a new investor, you got to be willing to jump on them quick. That means that find out what funding options you can get. Find out what you can get as far as lending goes, so you can already have those things lined up when those properties come on or across your table, and you can go ahead and jump on them. But if you aren't finding them yourselves, it's going to be a little bit harder to find them at a really great deal. The problem for a lot of investors is that they get excited about a property, they overpurchase, they buy for too high of a price, and they lose their shirt, their pants, their socks, and their underwear in the deal because they bought too high. So don't be that guy. If you have any questions, definitely let us know. I love to walk you through how to find a deal, analyzing the deal, all of those different things. There's a lot of free websites out there that you can use to analyze deals. You just got to know where to look. All right.